It's 2 a.m. The house is quiet, and you're lost in the endless scroll of Instagram. Suddenly, your thumb freezes. There they are, the shoes. They look way better than their price, and that catches your attention. Curious, you click on them. You check the price and leave. You continue scrolling. But something feels off. Now, every ad you see, every single one of them, is that same pair of shoes. No matter where you go, WhatsApp, Facebook, and even on random websites, the shoes follow. They're stalking you, watching, waiting. You keep ignoring it, but the price of the shoes keep dropping and dropping until it feels impossible to ignore. Soon, a voice in your head whispers, "This is a good deal. We can't let it slip away." And before you even realize what's happening, your finger taps "Buy now." Order placed. Was this a decision you made of your own free will? Or were you forced to make this decision? Every time you shop online, your brain gets tricked. You open an app to buy one thing, but suddenly your cart somehow has a shirt, a watch, and even a mobile stand you'll probably never even use. The interesting part is, you don't even remember choosing them. But there they are. How? Is it because you're bad at managing money? No. It's because your emotions can affect the way you spend your money. A bad day, stress, excitement, sadness, fear, anger, every emotion shifts the way you shop. But that's not a problem. It's simply what makes you human. The real problem? AI and algorithms know this. They can notice and predict your behavior. Notice how once you share a sad reel to someone, then soon your entire feed gets filled with sad reels? Yeah, they know how to exploit your vulnerabilities. All it takes is a right notification with the right message at the right time. To see how deep this goes, we are going to look at 6 psychological patterns your brain uses while shopping. These will help you understand how your brain gets hacked, how your decisions are manipulated, and how you can finally break free. So buckle up and let's get this right. You must have noticed that when you search anything online, say a watch, then it's suddenly everywhere in your feed. Even though you searched it on Google, countless ads start popping up everywhere. Every app, every website, every scroll. It feels like you're being followed by that watch. Soon enough, you notice that the price has also started dropping by a whopping 50%. And before you realize, you have placed an order. Because who would want to miss out on such a great deal? Exactly. Let me explain. So what's happening here is that if you do not buy this watch right now, then you will lose the 50% discount. So you'll have to buy it for its original price, losing the 50% discount completely. Now psychologically, humans are wired to feel the pain of losing money twice as strongly as the joy of gaining money. So if you save ₹1,000 on a purchase, you will be happy and eventually will forget about it. But if you lose ₹1,000 on a purchase, then the pain will stay with you for a long time. This behavior is called loss aversion, where you try to avoid a loss instead of making a profit. Hence, instead of thinking, if I don't buy this, I will lose the 50% discount, think, if I buy this right now, I lose the money which was never supposed to be spent on this watch. But loss aversion is just a distraction, carefully set to trap your conscious mind. Meanwhile, in the background, the moment you first saw the product, another trap was already laid for your subconscious mind, called anchoring. You see, anchoring is when your brain locks onto a number without you consciously realizing it. Say, a pair of shoes is priced at ₹2,000, then suddenly it is crossed out to ₹999. That first number, the 2000, it sticks in your mind as a reference point. So naturally, every number less than the reference point will seem cheaper. Hence, 999 suddenly doesn't seem like a lot. Instead, you feel like you're saving a lot of money. But if you were shown that 999 first, then the chances of you buying that same shoe would have been far less. Because now your brain wouldn't have anything to compare it with. No starting point, no anchor, no illusion. Hence, lesser chances of you buying the product. Now, to stop your mind from anchoring, always ignore the original price. The MRP that you first see on a product is inflated on purpose so that the next price they give you will seem cheaper comparatively. Next, set your own anchor. That is, ask yourself, what is the maximum price I would pay for this product based on its quality, brand, and durability? If your calculated price is lower than the selling price, you skip it, regardless of the big discount. Also, don't blindly believe the reviews because usually the paid ones are listed on top, not the truthful ones. So with your own anchor set, you might be able to break the illusion and see prices for what they are. But if not with the prices, our beloved brands have other ways to trick us with rewards. Whenever you buy a product, platforms like Flipkart, Zomato, Nykaa, etc. give you rewards in the form of cashback, discount points, or vouchers. It feels like a bonus, but it's actually part of a psychological loop. Say you ordered food worth Rs 200 on Swiggy. They gave you a discount of Rs 100, so your total comes down to Rs 100. On top of that, you also get Rs 75 cashback on Swiggy Instamart. What they're doing is called behavioral conditioning. For every small reward like a discount or a cashback, your brain gets a tiny dopamine hit. And over time, your brain starts associating spending money with pleasure instead of guilt. And remember that 75 rupees cashback you got for Swiggy Instamart? Yeah, they're not giving you cashback for free. It is to reinforce the habit of spending within you. You must have noticed the strong urge to spend when you get such cashbacks. That is because your brain treats cashback as free money, and free money is free to spend. So they're basically forcing you to spend it. Also, keep in mind that all of this, the dopamine hits from discounts, cashback, and this free money, doesn't just make spending feel good. It also changes how you see yourself as a shopper. Because there will be times when you will genuinely find good products, and you might get them a couple of times too. But this will create a sense of victory and pride in you, and you will start thinking, I am smart, I know how to spot the best deals, I can outsmart the system. Little do you know that these genuine deals were an illusion. They were designed to give you a sense of false control, so that the next time you see a sale or discount, you end up buying items that were not even on your shopping list. Why? Because your ego made you believe that you're being a smart buyer, whereas in reality, all you did was spend more on products that probably will lose value within a year or become outdated. This is called overconfidence bias, which boosts your ego into giving you a false sense of control over discounts and deals. To avoid this, keep in mind that just because you got a good deal once does not mean that you will get it every single time. So before buying, ask yourself, do I really need this, or am I buying it because I think this is a good deal? Wait 24 hours, and if you still think it's important, then go for it. In the meantime, keep in mind that to make you think the deal is important, the algorithm will design custom notifications and ads to show you that everyone has this product, so you should have it too. Else, you will be missing out, effectively creating FOMO or creating a problem which never existed. Now, this must have happened to you or to someone you know. That is, you buy a product just because everyone else has it. Everyone from your favorite influencers to celebrities and even your friends have bought this product. Eventually, you are convinced that everyone except you has this damn product and now you have to get it. Else you will regret not buying it. So without any further thoughts, you buy it and later realize that the product was of no use to you. This is called herd mentality. When you follow a crowd blindly because you're scared of missing out on something which everybody has. To break out of herd mentality, once you feel the urge, Put your phone down and wait for 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, your excitement will have worn off and you will be able to think more clearly without any external pressure. Then if you still want the product, go for it, because it will be a conscious decision made by you and not by anyone else. However, make sure that you're not purchasing it because you've convinced yourself that it's the right thing to do. Because sometimes when we want something, we automatically try to prove to ourselves that buying it makes perfect sense. It's similar to how when you do something wrong and you start feeling bad about it, your brain instantly tries to protect you from feeling guilty. It searches for explanations, small convenient stories that make you feel better. It wasn't my fault. The situation made me do it. Psychologists call this defense mechanism. The exact same thing happens when you want to buy something. Once your brain decides it likes the product, it doesn't wait for logic. It starts building a case to support that feeling. This is called confirmation bias. You only read the positive reviews, only watch the videos praising it, read every comment that says, totally worth it. Your brain actively filters out the negatives and highlights the positives. This convinces you that you're making the right decision, when in reality, your decision was made long before your research even began. To avoid confirmation bias, read the 1 and 2 star reviews as well. Watch those negative review videos and read those negative posts. If such reviews are not available, then ask yourself, if my best friend wanted to buy this, what reasons would I give them to not buy this product? If nothing works, wait for 24 hours so that you have the time to decide whether you truly need the product or just want the product. Always remember, the challenge isn't spending wisely. It is to resist the temptation. Investments in securities markets are subject to market risk. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.